turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Six guard. Check six guard.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Jackson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I'm coming after you.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 56. Here we are. 6-6. Pull it high. Shit. Ready to go. Shit. Ready.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
8-3.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Great first drive defensively. Third and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. On first down, Swift. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Jackson will look to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch safety close. Safety's creeping. 50's the mark. 50's the one shot. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Watch two. Watch the out. Watch the out. Choose the mic. Hey. Mike two. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Minshew on first and 10. He completes it to Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
He's checking crowd. Check three.
Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun is Minshew. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Go. Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert 3. Alert 3. 25. Check 25.
Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action now. Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Willie Steve. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Minshew sets to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From just shy of midfield, Minshew. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Minshew. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. throwing again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Mike's 50.
Here's Jackson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike's 50. Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 50.
Now Jackson on third down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run on first down. Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On first down, Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
54, Bravo. Check, watch 54. Now.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the screen. 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 Check. Hey. Check. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
I got you, boy.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
10 logo. 54.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, Fournette, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Can't get him down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Crunch time, defense.
On third down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 87 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Jacksonville, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.